What's up, YouTube? Today is Monday, February 4th, the day after the big game. Um, my team wasn't in it, so therefore I didn't really care who won. But anyway, I went did some fishing yesterday. Went out to the ponds by my brother's house. Decided I would try to get some fishing in before the Super Bowl, and I didn't get skunked. I did manage to catch a couple catfish, a turtle, and one real small bass, and then hooked into a big bass, and it spit the hook. So you guys will get to see it spitting the hook, or at least jumping up out of the water, in the little montage clip I'm going to put together after this. But I wanted to talk about. I was down there fishing and was talking to one of the neighbors that are there that's lived in that subdivision for 7 years or so, and he was asking me how fishing was going. I said, well, it's been real tough the last almost year that I fished that pond. The bass, the quality of the bass just aren't there anymore, and the quantity doesn't look like it's there. And he was saying that he's experienced the same thing, not just in bass but everything. And I started thinking about that because when my brother first moved in 2 3 years ago, three or 4 years ago, I actually went down there and took the kids fishing, and you just take and throw your catfish pole in the water. Just wait. I mean, it wasn't even five 5 minutes, probably more like a minute to 2 minutes, and you were getting something biting on your line. But now it's not like that. I fished out there for probably 3 hours, and I had a total of two small catfish that actually bit. I had maybe one or two bites in that entire time, other than the ones I hooked up with, and the turtle, of course, that I caught. And so I'm thinking that, on the catfish end, I'm sure people have come in. It's a catch and release pond, but there's been people caught taking the fish. So I'm sure that, people have gone in there and they've caught the catfish. I mean, there's been people catching big ones out of there and just keeping them. So all that's left right now is a real small population. And it's not just in the main pond that I fish, but it's in all the ponds. There's probably, there's about 4 to 5 ponds in that neighborhood. And I've only fished 2 for catfish. I fished 3 for catfish, but one of them I know didn't have any. The big lake there didn't have any, as far as I've been able to tell. But the fishing has definitely been hurt. But on the bass side, he was saying too that less people are keeping them. It could also be that he's noticed post Harvey, which was a hurricane that hit us, a couple years back, that the fishing changed. And he's thinking like I have, that whenever that creek behind it flooded and poured some stuff in there, it could have probably contaminated the water. Because some of the fish you pull out don't look healthy. It could also have been that something's gotten into the pond. I know for sure there's carp in there, and carp, they'll eat up the grass, and bass don't have a place to hide. So, and I have noticed that the grass around the edges, when you're throwing out, you used to hit all the time, you don't hit anymore. So it could be that the carp have gone in and eaten that grass up, and it's changed the entire structure of the pond. Because there's not a lot of cover in there to begin with. So what little grass there was in there, that was some decent cover for those bass and for the bluegill. And I went bluegill fishing down there 2 weeks ago. Took some worms, and usually they're always biting. I didn't get anything, no nibbles, no nothing. So I got to find a new place to fish, which I'm going to look at Google Maps and see what I can come up with. I know a couple other ponds that I fished in the past that were decent, but I want to get some good quality videos. And speaking of good quality videos, the reason why that's going to be a short montage on the fish that I caught is because I can't see in the video worth a darn with that thing on my head. I had it sitting on my head cam, and I guess I didn't have it tilted far enough down, so you really only get to see the first catfish that I caught, the bass briefly that I caught, and then you get to see the one that spit the lure. You get to see that little clip. I forgot to film the turtle. I thought I had it recording and it wasn't, so I may end up going back to wearing it on my chest to where you can get a better view of everything. I just always thought that me fishing with it on my chest, you're going to see the pole, and so I tried to do it from up here, and that didn't work out too well. But I appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe, leave me some feedback, some comments, guys. Let me know what you want to see, what I can do better. You know, I do repairs. If you come across something you need fixed, or you have any suggestions, or need any help on a particular subject, message me on there. I'll get back with you and, you know, let you know if I know how to do it, or maybe I can research and figure out how to do it for you. So, but I appreciate it. Love you guys. And hopefully soon I'll have an intro and a logo, which I'm working on. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Enjoy the little clip.